Hi everyone, it's Domino here from Cotton on Manchester. I am here with our current Manc of the month, Jamie Kirk, and we're just going to have a really quick chat just to talk to Jamie about what he's got coming up, about his work a bit more. And yeah, so you can see this on our Instagram, on our IGTV, but if you're not on there, it'll be on our YouTube channel as well. So everyone say hey to Jamie. Hi.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. Sorry, everyone, this is Luna as well. So I will be bouncing quite a bit through the interview, but this is my normal stance now, so
That's fine,
apologies.
okay. I can join in if it will take the edge off. I can just sort of
So I
go up and
don't just
down.
look like an idiot just
Yeah,
bouncing,
yeah,
bouncing
start a
away.
trend.
So yeah, I just wanted to talk to you a bit more. So you announced Manc of the Month earlier in the week. So how have you
Yeah,
found the response to that?
it's been really, really positive. I've been so sort of overwhelmed by how many people have congratulated me and messaged me with kind words and well wishes and stuff. It's just, it's bittersweet because it makes me just want to be back in the kind of shared studio environment and back at, galleries and exhibitions and stuff. But it's also great because it just reminds me that people are still really invested in going out to see artwork and keep the sort of discussion around it going. So it's been really nice. I've been
Yeah.
really chuffed by it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think people now, they're just eager to get back out on and get back involved and
Yeah.
see art and contribute and all that kind of thing, which, according to the update we had, it seems like everything's going
Yeah.
on the right path.
Supposedly so. I think there'd be like a revolution if there was a fourth lockdown announced. I don't think people would be having it, but yeah, luckily it seems like things are sort of opening up again a bit,
Yeah,
just in
yeah,
time for the
especially,
nicer weather.
yeah, and especially in Manchester, because we've been locked down like most of the time.
Yeah.
Even when the rest of the country was opening up, we were still in like tier three or whatever. It's just,
Yeah.
we've had it tough.
Yeah, it's been really difficult, but onwards and upwards.
Indeed, and I see that you have been busy, and you've taken time in lockdown to keep busy
Yeah.
and stuff. You mentioned in
Yeah.
the article that you're doing something. You and your mum are collaborating.
Yeah, that's something that we've been speaking about it for years now, and we had an idea to sort of combine our shared interests. She's really good at textiles and reupholstery, and she's really great with embroidery and stuff like that. And we wanted to think of a way that we could make wearable artwork, I guess. So we're going to be trying to find the niche for that, really. Putting my prints onto garments and homeware and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We really came up with it, I think, about 2017, but I was still in the middle of my studies, so decided to wait until we had a better space and a better time to do it. And my mum's recently moved, and she's got enough space now to have as a little workroom. So we're just going to really hit the ground running with it as
Nice.
soon as we can. But yeah, that's the plan with that.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. I'd definitely be interested in that. I've got quite a lot of like art clothes, and they're all kind of
Yeah,
paint splashed and abstract
yeah.
and stuff. So yeah, definitely that'd be something that'd be right up my street. I love
Cool.
it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
definitely. My mum, I mean, I'm going off topic a bit, but my mum's a dressmaker as well.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. And I think it sounds like she's done a similar thing to you. She converted the garage of the house into a
Yeah.
sewing room, and she's been doing it for years now. But yeah, it just sounds like a similar thing. She's always
Yeah.
need to get involved and learn how to sew and stuff.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Well, when I last saw her, she tried to teach me how to knit, which has been a very slow process. We're not going to be just knitting everything, but I'm really into textiles as well and
Well, just to do a
fashion.
bit of self plug, we do have a knitting for beginners workshop on Cotton on
Well,
Manchester.
I'll see you there then. I'll bring my tiny little quilt, which is about that big at the moment, but quilt for a borrower.
Oh dear. I also wanted to ask you about your article. You
Yeah.
mentioned that you've got a paint swap with Joe Lycett.
Yeah, that was
What?
pretty incredible.
Yeah, tell
I
us.
just a few weeks ago now, I think I had the idea of just reaching out to some people who have made lockdown more bearable. So I thought about people in TV shows that I've been watching, comedians, just people that have sort of, brightened this whole experience up a little bit. And Joe Lycett's a hilarious guy. And I just messaged him and said, would you like a painting? And he got back to me quite promptly and made it clear that he wasn't going to just accept one for free. So he would either pay me for it or do a swap. So of course I thought, yeah, I definitely want a piece of Joe Lice It Up work.
Nice.
So I sent him one that I did a couple of years ago now, and he sent me Boris Johnson as an egg that he did on the one show, which is really cool. So
That's
I like to pull
amazing.
that up. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's really
that's
cool.
brilliant.
He just seemed like such a sort of normal guy,
Yeah,
nice guy. It was really
yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm a big fan of Joe as well because I watch Sewing Bee, Great British Sewing Bee, which is on this week.
that started up again, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, and he has work in the Manchester Art Gallery exhibition, the Grace and Perry Art Club
Of
one.
course, yeah.
So that's up there as well, so everyone can go and see that when that opens. I hope it's in May. I think that's reopening. But yeah, so he is an artist as well, isn't he? That's what I'm trying to get
Yeah,
to. He is a fan of
yeah,
art
he
as
is.
well. So
Yeah.
that's brilliant.
So yeah, that's something that I definitely want to carry on doing. Doing swaps with people, and it's just a really nice thing to receive in the post. I think when you get something from someone, and it's just a nice sort of dialogue to get going with
Yeah.
someone else you might not have ever interacted with otherwise.
Yeah, and it's just nice knowing that, like you say, he messaged you back. Like he's a normal
I
guy.
know.
He's reading his messages.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. He's got almost like 1 million followers, yet he's still scrolling through, his DMs, which is kind of surreal. Because I think
Yeah,
we just always feel a sense of detachment from people that are sort of in the public eye that much, don't we? But they are just real people that drink water and eat food.
yeah, indeed. I also want to talk to you about the Cotton on Manchester exhibition because
I
you're
know. Yeah.
there.
Yeah. Buzzing about that. Yeah. That's
Oh,
going to be
good.
so cool. Yeah. It's going to be so nice to be not only in a gallery space, like once all this is sort of, opened up again, but to actually have my work in it is
Yeah.
a big thrill. Yeah. I'm looking forward to that a lot.
We're super excited to see your work in real as well. Like,
Yeah.
I've been following you a lot on Instagram and stuff, but I don't think I've actually seen your real pieces. So that's just
No,
part of it.
I'm trying to think of when you could have done. Did you see the MA show at home just after the David Lynch exhibition?
Yeah, the Manchester Open one, the big one.
No, just before.
No, I didn't know.
Okay, I had some work in there for the end of year show, but I think that's the last time I've had work on display in Manchester.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't wait for you to see it as well.
Yeah, it's going to be so. I'm just so glad that, like you say, we can get back out there and do these things and do exhibitions again, and reconnect with artists, because it's been. I feel like we've obviously still been working, but we've been working online, and I've not met artists or seen their work in so long. That I'm just
and it's so different, isn't it? I think seeing something in person to you can take 1 million photos of something, but it's never going to have quite the same feel or characteristics as actually being 2 meters away from it.
Yeah, 100%. It's going to be. I'm really excited.
I'm really excited. I'm equally nervous as well because I think I've forgotten how to socialize a little bit. So I'm probably just gonna, stall a little bit like a robot. But yeah, it's gonna be really fun.
Yeah, it will be good. I am super excited for it. And the other thing I wanted to mention, in your article, you talked about how you're looking to collaborate with people more and work with people more. So do you have any projects in mind? Is there anything that we can put a shout out for you? Anything like that?
Well, a few things that are, I guess, in the very early stages of being talked about, because I've just been trying to keep up to date with my friends from uni and reaching out to people to keep like I said, the discussion going. So I've had a few chats with Sam Holmes, who I mentioned in the article, and Kay Shah. We've talked about putting on a show, but it's just what it's like, finding the right place, and then everything that goes into actually putting on a show that you can really be proud of. It's difficult, especially when you can't actually go there in person. So hopefully you'll see something pop up at some point about a little show or some sort of collaborative project. But I'm so open to things. I'm quite eager to work in areas that I've not really done anything in. I've not done anything in video or in sort of 3D that much. That's something else that I've been trying to teach myself through YouTube and stuff this whole lockdown, how to cast things, because I really sort of see my paintings as eager to kind of come into 3D space a little bit more.
Yeah.
So for the time being, that's a really long-winded answer, wasn't it? So basically, no, I've got nothing for you to shout out about now, but hopefully in the near future I will do.
Awesome. So then if there's anyone that's interested in working with you, I guess they can just drop you.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. Anyone that wants to collaborate or even just have a crit or something, you know, tutorials, because I find them so beneficial speaking to someone that's maybe not seen my work before, and hopefully vice versa. You know, I think there is such thing as bad feedback, but I think it all depends on how it's kind of conveyed, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I quite like hearing when someone doesn't like some of my work as well, because it just interests me as to why. And you know, the whole sort of discussion of oh yeah, my 4-year-old could do that sort of typical line. I love that because it's just so interesting. It's nonsense, but it's really interesting, and yeah, provocative conversation. I like it.
I think that's true. You know, there is, as you say, there can be bad feedback, but actually bad feedback is still feedback, and as long as people give it in the right way, then that should give you something to work on and progress from and learn from, type of thing. So yeah, I think, like you say, it's all well, you know, you want to hear people praise what you do and like your work, but at the same time you do want to hear from those people that, you know, might not be a fan, and then you've got something else to grow from, I guess.
Yeah, but I think equally it can be quite odd feeling when someone is complimentary and praises it, because although it's something that you've made, I don't know, personally I feel a kind of sense of detachment from it at the same time. I guess because they don't really serve a function. Like, it's not like I've built a staircase and someone saying, oh, I can walk up this really well done. You know, it's just a thing. And when I think about it, it's really kind of odd that I paint things and I enjoy it so much, because it doesn't really serve a purpose. At the same time, it serves so many purposes, and you know, artwork reflects what happens in the world and history and stuff. But when I think about it, when I'm sat in front of like a blank canvas and I've just got like this wet, gooey green stuff on a brush, I'm like, why am I doing this? What is this actually for? But it keeps me placid. So
yeah,
there we go.
I mean, isn't that art? Art is,
yeah, I guess so.
The way that you put that wet, gooey green thing on the canvas, and that's
it.
Yeah,
exactly. And it'll always be different to how someone else puts it on. And I think that's what is so interesting about painting for me.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that goes back to how we feel here at Cotton on Manchester, is that, you know, we try and kind of reach out to those people that might not necessarily call themselves art fans, because I feel like maybe they've just not found their art yet. And I feel like there's got to be some kind of art that they'll like, that they just haven't seen it or realised it or given it a chance. And I think that kind of, you know, goes into that whole, like you said, you've got this white canvas and you just painted something, and there's so many people out there that some will love it, some will hate it. You just got to find your fan.
Yeah, exactly.
Does that make sense?
It does, absolutely. Yeah, and I think we all interact with art on some level without even realizing every day. You know, everything has been designed by someone, or you know, created in a factory that has been designed by someone. You can follow the sort of line back to probably a sketch. You know, everything came from an idea. And I think that's been particularly prevalent recently when Rishi Sunak said that, you know, people need to just start basically thinking of finding another career path. And that whole advert that was going around, you know, Fatima next job could be in cyber awareness or whatever. That I think has just made people think, well, actually no, like even this poster has been created by someone, you know, it's been photographed. And just, I think the discussion about art has been quite thorough, I guess, in the pandemic. Because it's just made people more aware of, you know, how much sort of thought goes into everything.
I read somewhere that it was that creative businesses have been hit the worst, because a lot of the people that run these businesses are self-employed and or are freelance. You know, artists tend to be self-employed or freelance or whatever, and so they've not had that furlough, or they've not got that guarantee of that furlough money, or they're having to apply for different grants. I mean, I'm not going to go into it too much because it does kind of put my brain a little bit, but that they have to apply for different grants, and so they're not getting the same money that they'd usually yeah, because of the type of work that they do. And it's just, but
Yeah.
it's those type of businesses, you know, that they want people to start their own businesses and they want people to be creative and stuff. And it's just
Yeah.
the creative businesses that have been hit badly, really badly. But
Yeah.
but
I think there's been a resurgence of it as well, though, hasn't there? And lots more people have tried things out that they've never done before because they've just had so much time on their hands.
I think that's it. I think lockdown has given people more time to be creative, and we did an article about it a few weeks back, and asked our viewers and fans, have they been more creative in lockdown? And pretty much everybody said yeah. Everyone said yeah. Everyone's picking up a paintbrush or doing online workshops or whatever, and it is really. I do feel like it has been a bit of a turning point for the art scene, and people are really keen to get back and get
the
working.
ground running with it. Yeah, definitely. That's how I feel. I'm just itching to get back out there and see some stuff in person.
Yeah. So yeah, hopefully it's all good from here now.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Yeah, awesome. Well, Jamie, I guess I'll see you in a few weeks at the exhibition.
Yeah, you will. Okay, cool. I'll be the one that's in the corner, not really knowing how to approach people, but it'll be fun.
And we'll keep promoting your work this month. As I say, so people can head to our blog, which is www.cottononcr.com, and you can go on the blog and you'll see Jamie's interview there, or you can say you've watch this video as well, and you'll see his work in our exhibition in Manchester later this month. All right, Jamie.
Thank you so much.
It's been lovely to speak to you. And
yeah, likewise.
Have a lovely day.
Thank you. You too.
See ya.
Take care. Bye, Domino. Thanks.